as the pace car rolls off here for round number 12 of the 2022 FBRL Hardees National Series. We are here at Talladega Superspeedway under the lights. Bobo Jones on pole position with Jordan Fisher alongside. It's college night here in America. Bobo Jones takes the green flag here alongside Jordan Fisher. Many cars with special college paint schemes this weekend here. 54 laps, expected to be 2 pit stops. The field gets through the opening corners here. Jones is your leader, Fisher alongside. It is an all Toyota Supra front row and second row here. In the consolation race, we saw most teams run the middle to top, but with some passing on the bottom there. You can see Cody Lamas from his starting position here. Already making some gains here, passing cars on the bottom almost completely by himself. But Bobo Jones is going to lead the first lap here with Jordan Fisher alongside. 2 Rodriguez cars and 2 Fisher cars at the front here. Not helping their teammates, but helping the opposite here, which is kind of interesting. Cody Lamas on the bottom lane here. Nelson Reeves in the consolation race used this line to get up to the lead, so we know it is a very workable lane here. There is some concern that running towards the yellow line, there's not going to be enough grip for teams to make a lot of passes, but anything that's not to the yellow line should be usable here. As you can see, Lamas starting to make some gains here with help from RJ Bishop and the Arizona Wildcat 71. And they're going to get some help. Several cars dive down to the bottom lane. Sanders and others, Benyako, Angel. They're going to come help the 4 car here. They're going to try and break up this Toyota Supra front pack here. As here comes Lamas in the 4. He's going to get a massive run off of turn 4. And he's going to take the lead. That 4 car looking really strong here. Lamas makes the pass on the bottom lane here, and he's going to come up and pick up the 9. With how close this pack is, we already have a couple cars who have dropped to the back here. JD Martin in the Ohio State 21 and Ryan Reed in the 24 have fallen to the back here. They are trying to see if they can stay out of the way here because they are racing really close together right now from front to back. And if things get ugly, this may be the right strategy. Back at the lead, Lamas is your leader. But RJ Bishop now trying to inch forward ahead here. Those two did a really nice job getting the lead here. And now they're forcing the Supras to push them. Benyako now down the bottom lane. Trying to get a line going here. Gatlin Downey in the Kentucky car there. And ooh, they had something organized there, but now it just broke up a little bit. Pretty dead even now here at the front. Lamas and Bishop may have made a very smart decision by getting the lead early here. Well, we thought that Ryan Reed may have fallen to the back there to try and avoid a potential big one here, but he has now dropped all the way to 8 seconds behind. I have to wonder if maybe something may be wrong with the engine on the 24, and this is a team that really cannot afford to continue having bad luck like this because they are starting to drop towards the back quarter of the top 30 Norris points here. So they're going to have to hope that a caution comes out so they can fix the problem if there is one. Bishop and Lamas are still occupying that front row, and other guys are trying to get a run going here, but no one can seem to get that bottom organized like they did earlier. The Ford and 71 got a line that was nice and clean, and they made something happen, but everyone else is trying to copy the same thing, but no one can seem to make a decision here. I mean, a couple of guys are also trying to force their way into the main line. You can see Downey and Shear kind of close together there. But not much is changing here. Downey, is he going to get some help? He does. Shear, Yepes, and Collins come down. And ooh, Downey, oh, he changes his mind. He's going to come back up there. I think they didn't have enough momentum to make something happen there. Or he's going to wait to the corner to make this move there. Interesting move. Strategy here by, by Downey. He's slowly just trying to pick these cars off one by one. As you may have noticed here, several cars and teams are running special paint schemes this weekend. And here's the car that got the loudest cheers and driver introductions. Shade Eves driving the number 3 Alabama car. Not the only university in Alabama that has a car for this weekend here, but this one definitely got the loudest cheers. And there's definitely not surprising as to why there. Eves in the mid-pack there. We got a problem. Ellison's up and over. Ellison's around the back straightaway. Pericles is also around. The 93 is tumbling down the back straightaway. They're both still rolling. They finally come to a stop there. But a massive wreck at the back of the field. Pericles and Ellison both went on their roofs. And somehow, someway, those cars are still moving. They are both destroyed, but despite the tumble, and I don't know how in the heck they're still driving those cars, but they both tumbled for a long time. Ellison, I think he may have tumbled for at least almost a mile. And their races are definitely done, but what an accident here on lap number 12. Cody Lamas has kept the lead there as they race back to the line. The caution is out, obviously. And one of the most spectacular accidents of the season, James Ellison and Nick Pericles go for a ride, and watch this. Replay from the back straightaway here. While we were taking a look at those 30 replays, here is the race off of pit road. RJ Bishop, he has taken the lead of this race. And Cody Lamas from the lead falls down to 5th place. So Nick Pericles and James Ellison have taken their cars behind the wall, and apparently they weren't the only ones. Noah Hard, who I believe clipped one of the cars and it broke something within the front end of the car, so Noah Hard is out of the race in the University of Georgia car. Tough break for him, although his car did get the loudest boos in the in the crowd this weekend. Set back and ready to go green here. RJ Bishop in the lead in the 71 car. Well, after 2 tumbles, I'm not sure how this race could get any crazier at this point, but we move forward. You're on lap number 16. RJ Bishop and Lamas did a great job controlling the 2 main lanes during that opening stint here, but will they be able to do the same thing? Here comes Bubba Jones with a run from second place there. I think Kim and Fisher would like to get back to leading those lanes like they did for those first couple of laps there. And Lamas, though, he wants that lead back. He immediately moves back down to the bottom lane to try and make the pass for the lead again. From 5th place on the restart, he's going to get the lead right back. Can Lamas clear here? He's going to get some help from Downey and Lane Sanders in the 64. Lamas leads the lap, takes the lead from 5th place on the restart there. That 4 car is really strong. That thing's basically almost to make passes all by itself without any draft help. That's how strong it is. Luke Martin to pit road. He's got a problem in the 22 car. Not sure what exactly it is, but they're going to try and fix it. So this happened back on pit road when we were under caution here. We saw Luke Martin had right side damage, but I didn't recall him being involved in that flip, so what happened here? Oh, Jeff James pile drives him. Good grief. And I think they may take the hood off the 96, but that was a hard hit for Luke Martin. Really bad timing there. So Jeff James, this is the result of that pit road damage here. And so here's the kicker for these super speed races. Back at Daytona, we had a minimum speed rule, and that rule is also going to be applied for this weekend as well. The minimum speed is 180 miles per hour. And cars by themselves with no draft are typically able to get about to 181 to 182, so getting any damage this weekend is going to be quite the difficulty to overcome and continue on. So Jeff James is currently running several seconds slower than the field. Same for Sebastian Kuklon, who also got some damage as well. Luke Martin, they did get his damage fixed, so whether or not he'll be able to finish is going to be up in the air. Tyler Black also off the pace in the 84. He also got a piece of that wreck. And Allen also was involved directly behind. So we'll see if these cars can hold that minimum speed, but it's going to be very difficult here. Back at the lead here, Alex Bignacco in the 1 car. With an opportunity here, trying to get the lead from Cody Lamas. You last saw Bignacco at Road 1. And did a pretty good job. Ran inside the top 10 for most of the day. And now they're trying to see if they can score a victory here tonight in that Penn State Nittany Lions car. And Bignacco comes up to clear the 4. He's going to get the lead officially. Gatlin Downing, the 12 car. We saw him working that bottom before that Ellison Pericles flip. And looks like he's trying to do the same again. That 12 car looking pretty good here. Lane Sanders behind, pushing, making, I believe, his 3rd star of the season here. Oh, we got a problem! RJ Bishop is blown up and taken out a couple of cars! Big one at the back of the field! Several cars involved. The 17 Dylan Schwalmberg was in it. Kyle Collins, I think, was in it. Schwalmberg to pit road. Butcher with damage. Breeding with damage, I believe. Hannah Allen involved in another incident. Caution comes out. Bignacco has the lead. And another sudden crash there. Here's a replay of what happens here. RJ Bishop in the 71 just blows up, loses control of the car, comes down into Schwalmberg, into Breeding. Chris Dodd also went around. Collins, Butcher involved. Schwalmberg, I believe, hits partially the inside wall there. And something happens to Hannah Allen. We saw her with damage here, and uh-oh. Ooh. Yeah, now I'll give Hannah the benefit of the doubt that there may have been some oil, but... Yikes. Let's watch this from the spectator camera here. Ooh, Schwalmer takes a hard hit into the right side wall and then goes all the way down to the inside wall, pancakes the left side to make sure both sides are even. And another unlucky break for the 17 team. That's the second time this season a car has blown up in front of the 17 and they've wrecked because of it. Happened to Matthew Rodriguez back at Auto Club. Back to the green here as we have 30 laps to go here at the line. Alex Bignacco is your leader. Everyone did come back down pit road. And Bobo Jones going to make the same move he pulled on the last restart here. Going to go for the lead again. Tell you what, Jones, he's got these restarts down, man. He is really firing off really fast. And he's going to get the lead right back there as Gatlin Downey follows behind the 12. And here comes Lamas again. Look at that 4-car. That 4-car just accelerates down the straightaway here, and he's going to have help from Shane Eves. Jones comes down to block the 4. Second straight restart, the order basically just got jumbled in the top 5. Ooh, Eves comes up to fit in between Downey and Jones. That was a tight fit. But Eves comes up to help the Toyota. Kind of surprised he didn't help Lamas, but I think Eves is thinking long term here. Maybe better to get on that outside line there. That 4, if he gets to the top lane, because that's a good defensive lane, he's going to be very tough to pass. So can't say I blame him for the move, especially when he's. But however, they're surrounded by Toyotas right now. You should be working with your Chevy compatriots here. Halfway through this race tonight, we've had 2 cautions so far. Koei Lamas has led the most laps so far as well. Him and Bignacco together have been really strong. And Lamas now back in the lead, with help from Bobo Jones, Jordan Fisher in the O2 behind. Well, next to him, actually, Bradley Bishop Jr. behind him. Lamas and Fisher looking really even on the straightaways here. Now, the field's starting to get broken up here because now we've had several cars get involved in wrecks with damage and single-file restarts. Typically are prone to getting a field spread out here. You can see most of the top 10, top 15 are still together here, but up on back, they got some work to do here. Well, what's going to help is the cars in the back of the pack are going 4 wide. Here's his backpack that has lost most of the leaders here. Kyle Collins is currently leading it, with Krasta, Shear, Dodd, and Springer behind. I'm impressed that that 34 and 54 are still hanging in this pack here. Well, still hanging up with some cars here. I mean, Breeding basically was a major factor in that wreck, but didn't get enough damage. I guess they hurt him too bad because he's still moving forward. Dodd also was involved in that crash too, and yet he's still mostly up to pace here, I believe. Ryan Reed, we also saw have a bit of an issue at the start there. I think they may have gotten some of their issues worked out here because he seems to be back up to speed and making passes here. He definitely doesn't have damage like the other guys have had. He's managed to avoid the wrecks, which honestly, that back of the pack strategy may have been a really smart one here in terms of keeping the damages low. Back at the front here, Huck Davis, the rookie in the 99, making his first start. Coming down to the bottom lane, and he's got some help. A lot of cars go down the bottom lane. Lane Sanders in the 64. He's been pushing everybody so far tonight. Davis here trying to get that outside line going. Here is the 14-3. I think they made some contact off of turn 4. That was close. Huck Davis making his first start of the season. Got rookie stripes in the back here, but you wouldn't think so with the way he's driving right now. He is moving forward in the 99 car. And what helps is he's got some help. Lane Sanders in 64, making one of his limited starts this season. Aiden Shepard, Jake West, also on the bottom there trying to help him. So roughly the top 17, 16 are still together, and everyone else is at the back. And so we've had a couple of cars come down pit road here that have failed to make minimum speed. But have also kind of parked their cars as well. Luke Martin was not able to get back up to speed. He has been parked. Jeff James, Sebastian Kukalon, Tyler Black, Hannah Allen, RJ Bishop, Dylan Schwalmberg, and Ryan Butcher were all unable to make minimum speed. They have all been sent down to pit road. So they are all out of tonight's race, which is unfortunate, but the series is trying to limit the amount of issues lap cars have been bringing to play races in FBRL the last couple of years. Now, fortunately, you can only do so much regarding that, but it is a measure. It did help Daytona out a little bit, though. However, you have to imagine some teams are not happy about not being able to run laps here, because if another crash happens, you know, those could be extra spots. That's been kind of the main point of debate against the minimum speed rule, at least not one that's kind of as harsh as this one. Julio Caesar is now being pulled to pit lane for minimum speed. He actually was running 180 in the pack for 3 laps, which is why he wasn't parked immediately. So Caesar actually holding on for a bit, despite being parked, is actually going to gain several positions here, which is quite vital for the top 30 number points battle here. But unfortunate for Caesar. Back at the front for more uplifting news here. Huck Davis in the 99 has gone side by side with the leaders here. Him and Sanders have been working amazingly together these last couple of laps. Now, those two at the bottom have very limited experience in the Hardee series, but they're not racing like it. Meanwhile, Corey Williams, who has some of the most experience in this field, he is trying to pass them on the yellow line, and yeah, that's not going to work. Slots back up, though, in front of Doug Lockrow. Fisher up against the 4 there. Maybe some slight contact, maybe? But they hold firm. That 4 car is holding on very strong on the outside line there. So we're coming up on 20 laps to go here at Talladega. 3 wide for the lead. Sanders has been loyal to Davis this entire time. So we'll see how long that partnership lasts. 2 Fords at the front. Meanwhile, Lamas and Fisher are having to work with different manufacturers here. Well, it's not very surprising, considering Daytona, to see Patrick Smith and Doug Lockrow here up at the front. Patrick Smith and Lockrow opened up their seasons with really strong top 5 finishes here at Talladega. Daytona's a bit farther away from Talladega, but so far they're running it really well right now. They ran a really strong restrictor play package, and they've brought it back here again for Dega. And they're back in contention here for yet another great super speedway finish. A couple of teams who really could use some good runs for their owners' points battle are up at the front here as well. Dunn LaPrade in the 42 and Aiden Shepard. These two have not exactly had the best season so far, and LaPrade, who is trying to get back into the top 30 as he recently fell out, could be in contention here for a really good points day here. And Aiden Shepard, I mean, they're just looking for any type of good luck here. This 86 team has just had an absolute dumpster fire of a season. And remember, this 86 didn't even race Daytona, by the way. They missed Daytona. They didn't have the car prepared and ready for it. So this is actually the first SS race for Super Speedway race for the Pontiac in the Hardee series, and it may also be the last one. But Shepard here trying to get a good finish for his team here. They need it, to put it mildly. Ooh, pit stops begin. Final stops of the night here, starting already. Patrick Smith and Lockrow together to pit road. Seems they're going to work together here. Makes sense. These two did a really great job at Daytona. Why not work together? They don't really have any teammates at the front. Locker being on a single car team, and Smith, his teammates at the back. Benyako now comes to pit road by himself. Well, this is surprising. I would have figured they would have pitted with the pack here, but this one team must have thought of something here because they're just going to get the pit stop out of the way, but they may lose some time here without draft. 15 to go here. Fisher's going to bring in a pack of cars with him down to pit lane. Oh, we got a problem in the back. LaPrade hit the back of Hardees in the 3 car. LaPrade slammed him, and ooh, that is not the car you want to slam into, buddy. The pit cycle caused LaPrade to lose the pack here, and LaPrade, trying to make up the time here, I think, just barrels way too fast into pit lane and just slams the back of the 3. Look at the debris there. And oh boy, LaPrade, yeah, he may need to be escorted out of this track by security because, oh, those fans are not going to be happy about this one. Cody Lamas from the lead to pit road. Diego Yepes decides to stay on the 77. Lamas brings in Downey and Huck Davis with him. I am quite surprised to see someone stay out this long. Yepes, I mean, he must have thought of something too, like Benyako did by pitting early. But Yepes is not going to have draft. Well, I suppose one thing that could work, I mean, this is what I'm guessing here, is maybe by running an extra lap here, they're hoping to make up the time by perhaps, or maybe get some track position by the fact that they're not going to have to put as much fuel in the car. So I suppose that it could be the strategy here. But also the time lost by not having draft, at least not consistent draft here, is going to cost the 77 some time maybe. I think he should come in this time. He does. Yepes to pit road. This will be the effective race off pit road for the lead, we believe. Lamas gets in front of Downey. Downey, he's taking an interesting line through the pit exit here. Now we'll see where Yepes merges back out because he's on pit road. The Lamas here, he was the leader when he came to pit road. Him and Downey together. And wow, that spread the field out pretty big as Jordan Fisher and Lane Sanders now barreling towards these two. I think this may end up being a 4-car pack here. I'm not sure if Huck Davis is going to be able to get to these guys' draft. He's got no help behind him. Meanwhile, Sanders and Fisher are already up to speed as they pitted the lap prior. For the lead here, Lamas comes up to block the 64. Sanders had a run, but Lamas comes up to make sure he couldn't take it. And he's going to force the 64 to push him back up to speed. So now at the front, Downey and Lamas side by side in a 4-car pack. One Chevy, one Ford, 2 Toyotas here. There's a 4-car pack here. I don't even see Yepes yet. There he is. He's coming off of turn 2. Can he get up to speed fast enough here? I don't think he's going to be able to. He's still in the apron here. He's trying to give a safe merge. So Yepes, he is in 5th place now, but he's going to need a lap or 2 to get up to speed here. Here's the second pack of cars. So there's 2 4-car packs together now. Benyako, Smith, Davis, and Bishop together. Here's the third pack, actually. As several cars who were in the first pack here, they have now lost time to the leaders here. Vince Freeze in 10th place here, so this is the 10th on back pack. Shade Eves, he was up in that pack too, but they had to fix the damage, which cost him a couple of seconds, so... Actually, they didn't really fix much of the damage there. You can see the back is still kind of messed up. So there's 2 4-car packs, so the advantage these guys are going to have is that they should be able to, just by field size, run those leaders back down here. Although what's not going to help is racing 3 wide like this. 2 Fisher cars leading here. side by side, but they've got lap traffic ahead. Those cars in front of them are literally running 180 miles per hour. They are barely running at the minimum speed in draft, and this could get dicey. Ooh, Halleck holds his line there, him and Fiegel here, and they're going to be trapped behind these guys. 3 seconds behind is that second pack with equal cars, but they may run them down here if they don't take care of these lap cars fast enough. I think they're trying to push them up to speed, but these cars are damaged. That 21 still has a messed up hood. Fiegel and Halleck are also barely holding on to the minimum speed as well. And how much time is this going to cost them? Fisher, by the way, is just losing spots left and right. So at the line here, how much time did they lose? It was 3.5 to the lead. And now it's back down to 2.65, so a whole second of time lost. And Fisher, who's having a problem getting past the lap cars. That's going to cost that first pack a lot of time, because now actually they've got 5 cars in that second pack. They've picked up Yepes. So if those guys can stick together here and get past those lap cars cleanly, they might be able to catch these leaders here with 8 laps to go. Here's the 10th place pack here. 6.9 at the line. And how much time are they going to make up here? 6.6. 0.3 of a second here. Oh man, I don't think they're going to have enough time. They're going to have to make up basically over a second a lap here if they want a chance at this lead. So these guys are doing their best to stay in line as best they can, but I think these guys may be out of it here. Meanwhile, Benyako, Yepes, Davis surging ahead here, trying to catch the tail end of this draft here. Patrick Smith and Bishop having a small problem getting past the lap cars. And this may separate them from the pack here if they can just get the tail end. 6 to go. Gap is down to 1.4 seconds here, and Yepes is committed to pushing him. Or he was. I think they're going to catch this pack though if they stick together like they are. At the lead though, Gatlin Downey is your leader. They are running nose to tail for the lead. Downey in the Kentucky car, Lane Sanders in the Auburn car. He's kind of the only chance for an Alabama University to win tonight. 5 laps to go here at Talladega. It's a front 4 right now, but they are being ran down by that second pack as we speak. Benyako and Yepes have caught the tail end. They are now back in this race here, and they're going to have some momentum for the lead. Here comes Benyako in the 1 with a run. He got the back draft here. Will he go to the bottom here and make a move? No, he tucks back in line. He's going to stay patient for now. Lap cars coming up ahead. We got more of them. The 32 is just a few seconds ahead. They're going to run into him here with 4 to go. Lamas is your leader in the 4. Jordan Fisher comes down in the 02 car for the lead side by side. Huck Davis trying to get into this draft as well. He lost a bit of time, but he's got the tail end as well. Benyako shoving that 02 forward. That 1 car is really strong. We've seen him make passes on the bottom. And he's going to get help here. Fisher comes up to bring up the 4. That 4 has led the most laps tonight. Over 20 laps led for Cody Lamas here. So a good decision by Fisher to pick up a fast car. But here comes Benyako. Benyako takes the lead. 5th to 1st in 1 lap here with 3 to go. Benyako here. He got a massive run through 1 and 2. He's going to clear the lead. Griffin, Lapo, McDermott up ahead in the 32 car. They're going to get to him within this lap. Sean Angel also ahead, who is a little bit slower. You can see Patrick Smith and Bishop. They have lost touch with this pack here. They will not be involved in this finish. 2 laps to go here at Talladega. Alex Benyacco in control of the race here. Lap traffic up ahead. How will Benyacco take the lap cars? He's going to go beneath Lapo. Now he's going to go beneath Sean Angel. Perfectly timed move by Benyacco here. They're now catching up to Dunlap as well. Fisher now, he's losing some time to Benyacco. The straightaway speed and the back of the 42's draft is helping Benyacco move forward. Benyacco starting to pull away, but is it too big of a gap here? They're coming to the white flag this time. Benyacco, he's gonna go past LaPrade. They are snaking down the tri-oval here. They're all trying to get that one car's draft. White flag in the air at Talladega. Fisher, he needs to get some help here. He's not going to be able to pass that one by himself. He needs Sanders. Sanders has been the ace of pushing tonight. But he's not going to get the help because Gatlin Downey in the 12 is now going to make the pass for third. Benyacco goes beneath Reed. He goes beneath Jackson, making his final start for Joseph Sirigli Racing, by the way. Half a lap to go here. Benyacco still your leader. Fisher in second behind, but needs help. His teammate Gatlin Downey's behind him. Through turns 3 and 4, Fisher slowly trying to crawl his way up there. Can Downey get to him in time? Off of turn 4, through the tri-oval for the final time tonight. Alex Benyacco in the 1 for CM Racing for Penn State University is going to win at Talladega. Benyacco caught the back of the lead pack, passed them all in one lap, took the lead and never looked back. And he holds off the Fisher cars. Downey did not push the 02 as well as I thought he would. Jordan Fisher finishes second, Downey in third. Lane Sanders finishes fourth, the highest Alabama car. Huck Davis on debut, top 5 finish. What a run for the 99 team. Diego Yepes finishes 6th. Cody Lamas, he got in with those lap cars and fell all the way to 7th place. Patrick Smith and Bishop Jr. finished 8th and 9th, but lost a chance at a victory there. And Aiden Shepard in the 86 Pontiac Trans Am gets Pontiac's first top 10 in the Hardee Series. So what a great run for Aiden Shepard there.